Right now with me on another subject is the host of the I-24 News Focus magazine, Tal Heinrich, joining me. Hello, hello.
Hello, back in Israel.
Back in Israel? You were in Macedonia.
Yes.
Why?
Lucy, this week we decided to bring our viewers an even closer focus than on regular times. So we traveled to Macedonia to two major cities, the capital, Skopje, and Ohrid, which is the 8th largest city there, known as Jerusalem of the Balkans.
Jerusalem of the Balkans?
Yes, it has 365 churches, basically a church for every day of the week, of the year.
Of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So we decided to put the focus on Macedonia in light of a recent political crisis that has been ongoing there. They call it the wiretapping scandal. You and I can call it the Watergate scandal of Macedonia. Basically, the leader of the main opposition party there is accusing the government of an illegal surveillance program over a 4-year period in which over 20,000 people were wiretapped, among them also 200 journalists, and this is one percentage of the population because Macedonia only has 2 million people. So we spoke to the Foreign Affairs Minister, Mr. Nikola Poposki, while we were there, and he gave us some answers. Let's see.
Thank you so much, sir, for being with us today.
It's a pleasure being on your program. Thank you.
So basically, the opposition in your country is accusing the government of an illegal surveillance program. Tell us, what is the political significance if these recordings are proven to be authentic?
One thing is the results, which are resulting in at least 3 people, former and current members of the intelligence services that have admitted in court proceedings that have been part of wiretapping operations. There is a large amount of alleged conversations involving the head of the intelligence services, Minister of Interior, Prime Minister, members of government, members of parliament. Therefore, there is very few space to say that this was an operation that was steered or produced by the government.
This is not the only major challenge that your government has to deal with, since terror emerging from neighboring countries has been an increasing threat recently. What is the mindset of the government and both also the Macedonian public regarding these latest incidents? And, you know, from citizens that I've spoken to, I heard that there's a lot of uncertainty regarding these events.
What was pretty important after these events was that we have tried to strengthen our cooperation, especially with the government in Kosovo. I think that the type of communication between both ministries of interior should serve as an impediment for any other gangs like this one that can be tempted to go and search for terror, money or other interests. Some aspects are linked to the participation of many of citizens from the countries from the region in Islamic State, for example, in Syria and Iraq. We already know that we have more than 15 Macedonian citizens that have fought and have been killed on the ground in Syria, and we have probably around 100 persons that have been involved fighting or recruiting people on our territory. All these people are representing a serious threat to the country when they come back.
Is the crisis between Greece and the European Union now viewed as an opportunity for your accession?
Well, EU is playing and will play a pretty important role for our country, because we believe that the best chances that we have to be a prosperous country will be if we are a part of a club that is most definitely elitistic club in the European Union, but provides the best basis for economic and other type of developments.
When the World Bank published its ranking of ease of doing business earlier this year, Macedonia ended up being number 30 on the list, before countries like Belgium, France, and even Israel. Back in 2009, 2010, Macedonia was number 70, number 60. So what's happening here? How easy is it to do business here?
The idea was a country like Macedonia, in a pretty complex region, with an extremely open economy, without much of natural resources, will only make a difference if we make our business environment as friendly as possible. So we focused on that. We tried to listen to the voices of different businesses, what they were expecting from the government to do. This is how we climbed at the 30th position. It paid back, because in the last several years, we have a number of multinational companies that are deciding to step into Macedonia. Some of them, at their executive level, if you would have asked them 5 years ago, wouldn't have been able to locate Macedonia on the world map.
Macedonia is one of the 5 countries that abstained on the vote on a UN resolution condemning Israel for possible war crimes in Gaza. 41 other countries voted in favor of this report. What stands behind this decision?
We have pretty close relations with the State of Israel. It's not the first time, probably not the last, that we are voting keeping in mind the convictions and the interests of State of Israel on one side. On the other side, we would not like to see a situation where any kind of reports or any kind of situations on the ground might be misused in order to create asymmetric solutions, which is never going to be good.
Mr. Poposki, thank you so much for this.
It is a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And if I really want to see you having fun, what should I expect to see in focus this week?
I think you should take a look at Ohrid, the city that I've told you about before. Now it is hosting this month what they call the Cultural Summer Festival there, which is an incredible cultural celebration, and the place itself is seriously breathtaking. I was overwhelmed there. And we also paid a visit to the Holocaust Museum. I saw the other segment before about the Holocaust, and the interesting thing about it is that Macedonia has the highest proportion of Jews that were killed in the Holocaust. 98% of them were murdered, and we
stay to watch
exactly.
Focus just tonight, right?
Yep,
It's
right after us.
Right after us tonight. Heinrich, amazing.